with the Knights playing as well as they are, you will not want to miss seeing their next home game in person. Baltimore comes to town for the first time to Metro Stadium. It's the next New York Knight home game. Call 1-800-GO-KNIGHTS. Get your tickets now. Or you can listen live here. Oh, look at Parkeet Shaw! This is ridiculous! That is another touchdown! Parkeet Shaw! I'm speechless. I can't believe this guy. I mean, look at the burst of speed at the second level.
4 down linemen for Louisville in what appears to be a 4-2-5 set. Coleman back to pass. Coleman pump fake, and then a sack. Rick O'Reilly with the big play to force the Houston punter on the field for the first time tonight. And for O'Reilly, that's sack number 7 on the season. O'Reilly, a monster on the inside. Big play there for the Louisville defense.
First and 10 of the 26, Marconi dropping the throw. And Marconi against the late blitz will go deep down the field, and that one is caught! Pass Grayson Abarazzo. Shigeki can't catch him. It's a Maurer touchdown. The 3rd touchdown for Abarazzo in the game. And it just looked like the Legend defense kind of got tangled up. And Grayson went for the pick, and he over pursued.
That was just an outstanding throw by Rocco. I mean, he's 6'5", I believe. Yeah, he's 6'5", 225, long, rangy, strong, quick arm.
Rastelli back to pass. Rastelli going to the end zone. Pass is caught for a touchdown. Kendall Gilbert, and Baltimore's on the board. Give me some of that crab call. Baltimore cuts into their early deficit. Rastelli's got 6 touchdowns and no picks in the last 6 quarters of action. 2nd and 2 at the 40. Christensen will pass again. They are staying away from Kim. That ball, oh, it's belted up in the air, and Nick Nitro picked it off. That is tremendous defensive effort. Who dove in front of that pass? That was a Qantas Shine, who dove in front of the pass and knocked the ball up in the air. That was one of the best defensive plays I've seen in a long time out of a Qantas Shine. A.J. Levy, 6 seasons, all with Sioux Falls, the strong safety number 42. Chris Dodd, free safety in his 3rd season, wears number 49. Alex Parker and Nick Fargo, the linebackers, 91 and 92 respectively, as Rahman steps up in the pocket. Rahman gonna air it out deep, and Thomas Rahman's pass intercepted off the deflection by A.J. Levy. What a play by the veteran.
Well, you mentioned it, Cam. Levy and Dodd, probably the best safety combo here in the SFL. And Levy, a longtime veteran leader of this defense, comes away with his 6th.
So 4 receivers set here on 3rd down and goal. I guess this won't be a run. Christensen in the gun, looking towards the end zone, firing into the back of the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. The Pride extend their lead.
What a throw by Christensen again. Has all day to throw on a post route. And that one, I mean, it's not bad coverage by Chappelle. It's just a perfect throw and a great route by
3rd down and 2 from the 12. Go Knights rings throughout Metro Stadium. St. Clair to pass. St. Clair to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh no. Joe Lynn picked it off. You gotta be kidding me. And 1 first down will give the Crabs yet another 1-possession victory over New York. 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line. Hand off to Overstreet, right side. Overstreet makes 1-man miss, and then another. And here goes Overstreet off to the races. Down the sideline, 20. He will be not tackled, and he scores again. 17th touchdown for David Overstreet. And Louisville has scored 19 straight points. And Overstreet is checking on the pulse of Oklahoma City.
We are in Fatherhood Festival Field, and today is sort of an opposite day, as the San Diego Mavericks at 3-1 but third in their division take on the Canton Classics at 2-2, but they are all alone, first in their division, despite only scoring 61 points all year. Hello everyone, Chris Slovic along with Cameron Duty. Cameron, great to be with you. How are you today?
Chris, it's good to be with you, my friend. I'm doing well. I hope you are also. To everyone out there watching, thanks for tuning in. We're going to have fun today, just like you mentioned. Two teams right now in the thick of divisional battles, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see who can prevail today. Both teams trying to make some headway early on in the season.
I know it's going to be the Gold Rush uniforms of the San Diego Mavericks, who are 3-1. And the Gold Star uniforms and the Blackout uniforms of the Canton Classics at 2-2. They're leading their division there. And when you take a look at both these teams, they're both young teams. Neither one of these teams have ever had a winning season at all, but yet they are both on track to do something special this year.
Yeah, I think they are. It's going to be really neat to see that they're young teams. They're continuing to develop. They've got great players on both sides of the ball, and we're going to see that on display today. It's going to be interesting to see, in my opinion, which defense can step up. That's going to be a key in today's game for me.
Well, San Diego will kick off here to Canton. The Canton Classics are in, again, the black uniforms, the blackout uniforms here. And we're going to be ready to go. San Diego will kick off, and we are underway. 39 degrees, beautiful day if you like it like it's in Alaska. And returning is going to be Al Dillapre Sr., and he'll be up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a first down. What do you think about this game so far and how Canton starts out?
I think Canton, they have to start out quick. The points per game is not really where they need it to be. And so I think they need to come out firing on all cylinders to really make a statement and kind of get the ball rolling in this game.
Cameron Curtis is the quarterback. He has Wells, Dillapre, Twinsky, Wall, and Lung as receivers, and the draw play doesn't work right there. And that's the type of play where you need a new spleen, as Robert Johnson just got a helmet right to his ribs.
Yeah, he sure did. Not a lot of room there on the offensive line for him to kind of make any kind of maneuvers, and he just got leveled. Back to the drawing board for second down.
I just looked at the over-under. It's 48.5. Maybe I think they're playing a best of 7. They might get up to that. Second down. Back to throw is Curtis, and down he goes. Curtis gets sacked. It'll be third down and 16. And that defensive line looks good.
They look great. I mean, they're coming out firing today in those all-yellow uniforms. And, again, they just found a weakness there over on the left side. And Curtis didn't have a chance to even scan the field.
Freddie Trammell has both tackles. It'll be third down. And the throw again, it's going to be deep, and he quack. And getting it out of the air is number 33 on the interception, Tom Krieg. And San Diego will start off on a first down. My goodness, it's not the way Canton wanted to start.
No, not at all. The pressure got to him, and take a look at that pass. It didn't even get out clean. That was a floater, and Krieg was right there to come down with the interception. A really nice play. Really, probably a throw that shouldn't have been attempted anyway. He was into double coverage, and now San Diego has a great opportunity to get some points here with a short field advantage.
Yeah, a floater. That looked like the Hindenburg. It'll be first down. Scar Patterson's the quarterback. We have two of my favorites, Eagle Mondavi and B. Robo, are out there today. And that's going to be a handoff, nothing going there. And that'll be number 41 with the stop there, Gary Clem. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I think if you're Canton's defense right now, you want to stand and hold your ground as well. It's going to be very important that they can get San Diego off the field.
Second and 10. There's going to be a handoff to the left-hand side, and he breaks free. And there he goes. Nakai! Nakai will score. Nakai scores. Pseudo Nakai. My goodness, what a run. Look at that block. Oh, my goodness. Number 63 with a great block.
It was a fantastic block. It's what was the catalyst for the entire play. As you can see, though, the wraparound tackle right there, I mean, he didn't get him. And then once that happened, the runner was off to the races. There were no turning back. He's one of those guys that when he gets out in some clean air there, nobody in front of him, he can really, really turn on the speed. And that's exactly what happened on that play. So a nice job by Nakai.
Well, Cameron, I know that this is your first year, and for everybody else out there, if you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on a virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. And oh my goodness, those white numbers on the back, somebody in the chat said it looked like Laffy Taffy. Yeah, I was trying to one-up you in the chat, but I can't. And there's the kick. It's going to be underway again. It's going to be deep. And recovering it's going to be the same one, and that's going to be down at about the 27. How do you recover if you're Canton?
I think if you're Canton right here, you just need to keep your foot on the gas. Like I said, we know that San Diego is very potent on offense. Canton right now struggling with their offensive production, 15.3 points a game, as opposed to San Diego's 37 points per game. They need points. That's really all they are to it. They got to get a good drive here.
Oh, that's got to be the loneliest position right there for Cameron Curtis. There's nobody back there. It'll be first down. Curtis right over the middle, and it'll be caught, and that'll be a first down. That was actually a very nice catch. It looks like number 81 Jack Wall, the tight end, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, a really, really nice play right there. Good tempo, just a great little timing route, great reception. Also, let's give a shout out to Pseudo Nakai. That was 5,000 yards of yardage there, so congratulations to that. I happened to see that stat pop up. So
that was Mike Twinscrew with the reception. That'll be a straight out of the backfield, and that'll be up to the 50-yard line. Robert Johnson make it up. He only has one carry, -1 yard, but a great catch there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Absolutely. This is going to be really important right here for Canton. As we said, establish a drive. Keep the yardage short, okay? Don't back yourself into 3rd and 11, 2nd and long. Try to make it easier on you.
So it'll be 2nd and 6 at midfield. The throw to the near side. Are they going to say yes to that? If they do, then you're going to have Kendra Wells with the first down, and they're going to say yes to Kendra Wells' first catch.
Yep, that was a nice play, Chris. It really was, and kind of what we were talking about, needing to see them do more of, and take what the defense will give you. If that means 5 or 6 yard throws, in the flat, go with it, and then see what could open up.
This could be a trap. It won't be. They go to Johnson, the screen. He catches. He's on the near side, a first down and more, down to the 26-yard line. Canton right now, I have no idea how they're only scoring 15 points a game. They look like they are on a roll.
It looks really good. It really does, as opposed to that first drive where the defense was just in the backfield the entire time. All of a sudden, this offensive line has stiffened up, and they've kind of changed some things a little bit, not going real deep there. Instead, a nice run, or a nice mix of run and short passes seems to be doing the trick at the moment.
4 or 5 for 47 yards. Of course, he's completed every pass. The one he didn't was to the school buses of San Diego. It'll be first down and 10 for Canton. They got 2 in the backfield. They're going to hand it off, and yeah, the school buses just ran him over. That stop sign came out with the lights on it, and it's one of those school buses without even yellow lights. It just went straight to red. It just killed him in the backfield.
Yeah, he did. What a nice job there on that stop. Again, what I just mentioned a few minutes ago. Try to keep yourself from having to get in long yardage situations such as this.
It'll be second down. Cameron Curtis, he feels a little bit of pressure. He's got to get field goal yardage out of this. The throw right down the middle, he forced it. He really forced it. You know, sometimes when you feel you need something, you do too much, and that looked like that there.
Yeah, it certainly seemed to be the case there. It looked like he even maybe had a receiver who was breaking open, but for whatever reason there, I think he just pushed it a little too much. I think really it would have benefited for that play to have developed a little bit longer.
Interesting to see what they're going to do on third down. Curtis, oh my, that was knocked down. A very good play by number 24 there. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be fourth down. Number 24, Pink Leisha. I said it right in the pregame, and now the cameras come on and I mess it up.
Lisa.
Sorry.
Yeah. Did a wonderful job right there, getting in the rookie, 6'4", 203 pounds, just swatting that one down and really ending this drive.
All right, now we got a 45-yard attempt right here, and this will make it 7-3. I can start to see a high snap. It'll get down. It is up and good. I can start to see why they only have 15 points a game. It seems like they get down the field, but they stall.
Yeah, you got to finish drives. But I will say this, though. That was a really nice drive. Obviously, if they could have ended it with a touchdown, that would have been fantastic. But, they did get some points on the board. It is a 4-point game here. Now you got to feel good about that. And now if you are Canton, you want to make sure that your defense can make a big stop here and get the ball back in your hands. San Diego are going to be really primed to march back down the field with that last offensive possession. They're feeling good about themselves.
They'll be in the end zone, and San Diego will decide to return. Remember, touchbacks in this league go to the 20-yard line, and Dave Axis will return it to the 22. So it's about a +2 there for San Diego. The Mavericks right now, it'll be a first down and 10. With Scar Patterson's the quarterback. They got Mandavi, Axis, Robo, and Nakai, the wide receivers, Madsen and Williams, the two tight ends, and Pseudo Nakai, the guy with the touchdown. They're going to give it to him again. Look at Nakai go, and a couple great runs, and man, that bus is just plunging right through all the other kids.
Oh, absolutely. Got to be feeling really good about the situation right now if you're San Diego. Until Canton can stop the run game, I don't know why you want to go away from it. You know what I mean? It's worked well. I expect to see them go back to it early and often in this game.
So it'll be second down and 5. Oh, look at Scar finally. Oh, almost picked off. And that would have been a dream for Evan Lacey. It'll be third down.
Yeah, nice job by Lacey right there. Read that one the entire way. Had his eyes on the football. And right there, almost come up with a big interception. If you're a San Diego fan, I think you probably had a couple of arrhythmias there. I mean, that just kind of made you a tad nervous watching that play develop.
Oh, don't worry. I psychoanalyze people and use DSM-5 terms also. They go to the outside. Will it be enough? Yes, it will be, and it'll be a first down. I mean, a great catch there. And that is B. Robo. Oh, he's an old favorite. He was in the first game I ever called, a big first down.
That was a great play. It just really was. I mean, that's all that you can say. That took a lot of grit, a lot of guts there. He had to power across the marker for the first down, so a nice job.
Yes, who they give it to, but this time he just gets trashed in the backfield. He gets nothing there. When Gronick comes through, he said, everybody knows it's coming. It'll be second down and 11.
For Canton's defense, what you want to do right here is exactly what they've done. Kind of keep the second and third downs. Not as easy to manage. I talked about that in the other series as well, but that's one of the best things that they can do.
He's open, and he's going to get about half of it. Of course, it's an odd number, so you're either going to be a little short or a little far. but Nakai gets about half of it. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, 3rd down and 6. And you can see that Nakai is very, very good at picking up big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. So they're emptying the backfield here on 3rd down. Let's see what happens.
Like, where's Waldo? Where is Nakai here? He might get the ball. Scar over the middle, and it's going to be a drop. Scar's 1 for 3 today, and it'll be 4th down. They talk about going to the well too many times, but sometimes if it's there, keep going to it.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of surprised that Sudo was not in on that last play. If anything, it could have been maybe a situation where they could have done a screen pass. Like I said, he can get out front, and when he does, it's really hard to bring him down.
High punt, and right now that's going to be up to about the 35-yard line. San Diego's total offense, 51 rushing yards, 6 passing yards. But opposite, I told you it was opposite day. Canton, birthplace of professional football. Now all of a sudden they're doing the newfangled forward pass for 47 yards, and they have -3 on rushing. It is opposite day. It'll be 1st down and 10. And they're going to hand it, and they just got slammed again. They're getting nothing. It'll be 2nd down. Good defensive line skills there.
Absolutely. Big number 76 coming in on that to just really drop the hammer on that running play. And, you have to say that this defense is very hard to move the football on. And, again, their running defense is very good. Showing it again today.
Split backs and Curtis. It'll be 3rd down and 8 there. I think that they're going to get Kendra Wells for a catch. That would be the 2nd one of the day. It is. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they come up with here, Chris. 3rd and 8. The running game right now not really working as you'd like for it to. I think you got to look at a pass here, obviously, on 3rd and 8.
Cameron Curtis, 5 of 8 for 49 yards. Curtis over the middle, and it'll be a 1st down. And a huge 1st down there to Kendra Wells, and it keeps the drive alive.
Great job by Kendra Wells, just getting out there in front of the receiver on that route. That seems to have been what's worked best for them so far today. These little timing patterns across the middle or out towards the sidelines.
1st and 10 nearing midfield. Curtis again through the middle, and a nice catch. And that is what a Bob Lung. Now, I'll tell you what, his last name is, I love the single bar. I love that. Everything about his uniform, that was the grit needed for that catch.
Yeah, Canton is notorious at keeping those old school football vibes there, and doing a good job on this drive so far.
So it'll be 2nd down for Curtis. Watch Robert Johnson in the backfield. He's the only one. They're going to give it to him. He gets plus yardage in the 1st down and more, and he goes down to the 30-yard line. What a run! That's around 20 yards, and it'll be a 1st down.
Just what they needed. We talked about the run game not working up to that point. Well, that was a great play. Great job of drawing that up by the offensive coordinator there. And what did they do? They went to the air game. They made some good receptions, kind of spread the field a little bit, and that opened up the run game.
Number 55, I'll tell you what a heck of a block there. He was in the secondary when he made that block. It'll be 1st down. 7 to 10 is Curtis. Over the middle, he's now 8 of 11. And a great catch there. And, it's Jack Wall, his 1st reception. 2nd time he's targeted, it'll be 2nd and 3.
Canton is really doing a nice job here. We worried initially about them not being able to get on the board and going down a quick 7-0, but since then they've run some stabilized drives.
2nd and 3, and I'm wondering if the school buses, the school buses just ran them over. They just ran over Johnson. They didn't even put out that little flappy thing on the front to keep people from running right in front of the buses. Oh my goodness there.
That was Nate Hall, number 37. They're 5'11", 195 pounds, and coming in with the big stop. What a play! Just a great job of reading the play and
Third
targeting your
down and
defender.
7. I call this the prom formation. It's as lonely as me on prom night. They go through the middle on a first down to the 14-yard line. And again, every time there's a third down, you have people like Jack Wall that make a great reception.
Yeah, they've really done a nice job of going back to the passing game when they've needed it, when they've got into these 2nd and 8s or 3rd and 8s. And once again, coming up nicely there, and a new set of downs. And obviously, we said we would like to see them, make their way into the end zone instead of stopping with a field goal here. So far, doing a nice job of it.
There's about 1 minute to go, and it'll be first down. Johnson at the middle, what a run. Man, when you get those 7 yards, that's so huge when you're near the goal line. 2nd and 3.
You're exactly right, Chris. It's what we saw Pseudo do on the drive before. Big chunks of yardage right off the bat. And when you get down to the goal line like this, obviously it's critical that you can get a big run like that, making it very easy. All of a sudden, it's 2nd and 3, and it's much more manageable for this offense.
9 plays, 58 yards. Cameron Curtis, this will be play number 10. Curtis to the, oh my. And I'll tell you what right now, that if San Diego's Tanner Hendricks would have got both of his hands on it, then that bus would have been flashing all the way.
Hendricks is a previous All-Star in his 10th season. And, that was a good play designed by Canton. I feel like it was. They had that little pass out in the flat, but that was just all Hendricks reading that play like a book.
3rd down and 3, and thank you, Curtis, for the compliment in the chat. They go to the outside, same one, and it'll be a first down. Now the clock in the pros, what happens is you go out of bounds and they put the ball in the hash and they move it, but in this league it's usually when they come up to the line of scrimmage, so they'll get another play.
And that was exactly what you mentioned. They went right back to the play that they just went to previously. They almost had the reception on that play. Of course, Hendricks made the stop there, but not that time. A nice job by Canton.
Both play the drive, and that's going to be a touchdown for Robert Johnson. He has 7 carries, around 17 yards, but he has a touchdown, and Canton takes the lead.
Yeah, coming up big time there. I got to give props to Canton. Their offensive line right now doing better. We saw them on that first drive, man. They were getting bulldozed, to be quite honest about it. But since then, they've come up with some great formations. The offensive line is doing a nice job, even opening up the running game right now. We've got ourselves a ball game.
Now the school buses are missing their stop, and here's the extra point. It is up, over, and good. 10, San Diego 7, 13 seconds to go, and a very Coliseum-like stadium, Fatherhood Festival Field. I like that. Love that name. And Canton will kick off here. So they're going to kick off. San Diego will get it. 13 seconds to go. San Diego, 2 possessions that I can think of. And when you take a look at that, San Diego had a punt and a pick. Oh no, a punt and a touchdown. That's it. And it'll be first down and 10. What do you, Okay, go ahead, Cameron, go ahead.
Thank you, Chris. Over in London, the Denver Nightwings and the London Knights doing battle. They just started the second half, and Fox Highlands got 2 touchdowns. Bailey O'Shaughnessy's got 3. Denver leads 24-21 in a shootout in the third. Thank you, guys.
It's going to be caught, and it's going to be easily there by number 40 as the quarter ends. And that's going to be Benji Matson. The end of 1, it is 10-7 as the Classics lead the Mavericks. Cameron, I just set an all-time record there. I had the worst ever throwback to the studio ever in the history of any league, even in Canada. And that'll be a spin move, and they hit him down. It'll be number 44 there, Pseudo Nakai, who had that long run earlier for a touchdown. Will be second down.
Yeah, right now, if you are San Diego, you are certainly going to want to respond in a big way here. This is a high-flying offense. We'll see if they can kick it into overdrive today.
It'll be second down. Scar, and that's going to be a he's a tank. He's a tank. And that is B-Robo. No, it's number 86. Sorry about that. I knew it wasn't B-Robo. It was Adam Williams, the tank. Adam Williams. Oh, look at that, the tank.
Yeah, a tough guy to bring down, obviously. And a nice job, though, on that play, of course. First down and 10 now from San Diego. And expect to see, in my opinion, a good mix of run-pass right here.
Oh, it'll be first down and 10. First down and 10 for San Diego. Scar Patterson, 4 of 6. He's going to hand it off again. And this guy is all beef. That is Mateo Pravado. That's got to be him. And there have been more yards than that. It looks like golf scores coming up. It'll be second and 6. I'm just going to take this play. Sorry about that. I was distracted by the yardage. Second and 6. For San Diego. I'll make this quick here. Scar Patterson, there's the screen, and they got him again. Nakaya, first down. My goodness, they are responding.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, to be honest with you, Chris. I'd mentioned it before. I expected them to maybe go to a few more screen passes with Pseudo Nakai. And right there it was. It was set up nicely. Great blocking downfield. And take a look at that there. Allowing him to get out in the open field and come up with a big play.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. You got to wait a little bit patiently. It's like, I'd tell you a story, but the id and ego in my mind are keeping me from telling you it because I want to do another game next week. But I'll tell you this story a little bit later. If it's a blowout, nobody's listening. And Nakai will go down. He's only going to get about a yard gain. It'll be second and 9.
Yep, so here we go, second and 9. Interesting, Canton wanting to see if they can come up with a big-time stop here. They've got them kind of in long yardage situation there. We'll see what happens here, see if they can lock down on this.
That formation looked like a banana. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that, but it looked like a banana. Mateo Pravado went right up the middle, and that did. It's going to be third down.
Third down and 7. What are they going to come out with? Can we expect a screen, or can we expect something maybe out towards the sidelines? With this offense, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, you can't be too conservative. Third down and 7. And that's going to be Scar, and he went out of bounds short. Dave Axis had the ball, but sometimes the momentum carries you out of bounds. Look at that, coach. Oh, he's angry at Dave. You think Dave's going to have a job next week, Cameron?
Yeah, I do. It's kind of one of those things there. The momentum kind of gets ahead of you. Sometimes it's hard to make a cut like that. So, and look, you see they're confident in their offense. They're going for it.
They're going for it. Scar Patterson, let's see what they do. Whether he's just going to keep barking like that dog across the street that's in a cage and hasn't shut up for the last 3 weeks. And he does. He just barks like that guy. But I don't have a timeout. I just have a cell phone. I call the owner. And look at Charles Dowdery. He was just yelling his head off at Dave Axis. And they're going to be a field goal.
This is it was a really interesting play. Of course, you need to try to go for it as far as trying to see if you can get the defense to bite, at least take a stab at that, but come away with some points here. I mean, it's a 3-point game. You've got a great kicker. Let's try to knock this thing through and, of course, tie this game up if you're San Diego.
It'll be a 40-yard kick. Low snap, and he gets it off that almost that almost was blocked. And it is 10-10. Now, very quickly, the SFL would like to recognize some staff who operate mostly behind the scenes to keep the league operational. Mike Daggs directs the broadcast team. Yeah, he hired me. Compelling research data, collecting availability, and scheduling crews. Chris Curtis provides assistance and technical support and vets new broadcasters and says that I sound like the default announcer to this game. Stephen Hacker directs game day operations to ensure broadcast and stat teams are functioning all weekend long. Check back in future weeks to hear more about how SFL is the most well-run simulation operation. And I truly believe that. I'm not just reading it off the thing. It'll be first down now, and this is going to be Cameron Curtis, who's 10 of 14, 92 yards. And he has Robert Johnson, who has the touchdown. They give it to Robert. He just ran over a man. He trucked him. Ironic because he doesn't look like a school bus. He looks more like a small Ford Pinto. But he trucked a school bus, and it'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, what I was getting ready to mention about that, Chris, is you're talking about that momentum that they're getting. These guys are feeling very confident right now. Canton is feeling very physical at the moment, and it's showing. They're putting a good game plan together.
I think the nervousness is now on the defense. You're wondering what the heck you can do. And it's going to be a first down there. And what a run. He's still going to go across midfield down to the 46-yard line. And you'd figure with those uniforms, all San Diego has to do is just fall on the ground and somebody would slip all over them. But this is a first down.
Yeah, and such a nice play there. Great awareness by Johnson. Just kind of dodging a couple of defenders right there. And really just having great awareness, seeing where the holes develop. And so a nice job, having a really good game today.
Robert Johnson's looking better than Sudo Nakai at the moment. And it'll be Cameron Curtis. Guess what he's going to do? He's not going to oh, he dropped that. Oh, that was number 81, Jack Wall. Yeah, and look at that. I guess there was confusion or something. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of confusion. Maybe a little bit of the timing was off on that just a little bit. I must say this, though. It looked like the play was developing nicely had he came down with that reception. That may be something to come back to a little bit later in this game.
Yeah, just like all my dates, it develops nicely, and at the end, I blow it. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Back to throw, they throw, and what a catch. That was a nice catch by Jack Wall. Boy, did he absolutely, yeah, look at him looking back. He's like, don't doubt me, I'll just make the next play.
Yeah, he did a good job there, and what that does is that makes for a much more manageable 3rd and 5, which is where they seem to do their best work at, within about, in my opinion, 5 yards or less.
3rd down and 5. If you want to go for it twice, you can run it twice here. But Curtis will be back to throw. Plenty of time going deep, and it's intercepted. And he's got room to run back. He could do it. There's people on the ground. There's Pintos everywhere. And the school buses are racing for the end zone. But it was intercepted. And that was very big. And that was Evan Lacey.
It was, and it looks like Cameron Curtis is possibly injured on that play, possibly on the run back there. It was a nice job with that interception right there. Just, again, great awareness. Kind of was surprised, like early on in the game, that they pushed the ball down the field into double coverage like they did, and it just bit them.
Well, one person that's not going to get injured is somebody named Scar. Scar Patterson is here in that same banana formation that we saw before. I just call it Chiquita. So it'll be first down. And it's going to be a handoff right off the middle. And Nakai gets only about 2. He's losing momentum quickly.
Yeah, Canton has come out with a great defensive scheme. And honestly, they have kind of surprised me a little bit with just how strong that they have been able to be against a San Diego offense that's putting up about 37 points a game.
I think it was Tanner Hendricks with the interception. And we can talk about my mistake there, as it was Tanner Hendricks with the interception. Because right there, we're not going to talk about somebody getting sacrificed to a meat grinder. It'll be 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 now, ball at midfield, and really this defense could come up and make a big-time play for their team, kind of maybe right the wrong on that last interception.
Let's see what Scar does. He's got 3 to the top of the screen. And they'll go to a one-on-one, and it almost is tipped. Oh, my goodness, it looked like a pinball machine. But instead of hitting the flippers, it went right down. It'll be 4th down, and Ramsey will have to kick it away.
That was a nice deflection right there. A great job, a great defensive call. And really, like I said, Canton is doing a nice job of coming out and stifling this San Diego offense. We've kind of turned into having ourselves a defensive scrum at the moment, which I don't know that we expected coming into this.
All right, well, let's just take a look at this. SFL action on Next Level Sports continues tonight at 6:30 Eastern Time, and that would be 4:30 in the morning Pakistani Islamabad time, when Tulsa meets Los Angeles for the first time in the Lycans history. Catch all the action on DirecTV, channel 623, or for a complete channel guide, visit NISE.com. Stay tuned for more programming announcements. Next Level Sports, get more. All right, it's going to be up the middle, and it's going to be, I did not really see all of that, but it is Robert Johnson at 2nd and 5.
Yep, 2nd and 5, and as I mentioned, this team does best in the short yardage situations. When they have went deep on the pass, as you have seen, it's not worked out so well for them up to this point. I think they could, stick with the game plan and do well.
Oh, Johnson in the middle of a demolition derby there as he goes right up the middle, and it's a 1st down, but he really pays for it. He should have gone in backwards like they do in the mud in those demo derbies.
Yeah, my goodness. Take a look at this hit right here. Just coming through at relentless. That was a fantastic play right there by Zach Holdorf, coming up with a big stop. Nevertheless, though, it is a 1st down and 10.
It'll be 1st down and 10, Cameron Curtis. And back to throw, looking Curtis over the middle, and they did hold on. As number 80 there, it'll be a 2nd down.
Yeah, that's actually Tex Grigg right there, I believe, who's just checked in for Curtis. And it's going to be really interesting to see if they can get him warmed up, in a rhythm here and keep this offense moving.
I said it last week, and I'll say it now. Who the hell is that? But Johnson with the carry, so I don't need to worry. And it'll be 3rd down. Tex Griggs, oh yeah, he is in. And hey, who knows? This could be a moment in SFL history.
Well, it's going to be really interesting to see right here if Canton can stick with their game plan or if they have to adapt or change. Right now, he's in the backfield, got a couple of receivers spread out. Let's see what happens on his 3rd and short.
And Tex Griggs, let's see what happens in Tex to throw. Throws it down the middle, and it's almost intercepted. And it'll be 4th down. The almost interception, that's a good play, but you really got to be nervous if you're Tex.
Well, I'm kind of really surprised that they didn't go with the run on that one. It was 3rd and short in the way that Johnson's been carrying the ball so far. Kind of surprised me that they went deep. I guess just trying to throw them off balance a little bit here, but nevertheless, we've got a punt.
And yeah, I look at the other game, and it's 31-31. I know I'll be going to Cam at some time. Oh, hey, look, I predicted that. Cam. I'll tell you the lottery numbers after you throw it back. Go ahead.
Thanks, Chris. You were right on cue. Bailey O'Shaughnessy has over 200 rushing yards in this one. Another shootout for Denver after they won 49-46 last week. London gave up 52. Neither defense playing well. We're tied at 31 in the 3rd. Back to you guys.
Oh, there's a flag there. They throw to the outside. I'm not sure if this is going to count or not, but yeah, Cameron, I love those updates, but it's like that kid in class that always gets those algebra problems right. I get jealous, and it's going to be offsides. It'll be against the defense. They're going to accept it. It'll be 1st and 5, but oh my goodness, it is 10-10 here. But you know what? Scores, Cameron Duty, scores are going to mean everything in this game.
Well, it sure is, because it's so interesting that we've kind of settled into, like I said, a defensive game at the moment. When, like I said, we probably didn't expect it. You've got 31-31 on the other game across from us, but now we've got all defense right here. Look at the sack.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you right now for Canton, and that is Chris Porter with the sack. And Scar is now going to change his name to legally to Scars, the plural version. As he goes down, it's going to be 2nd and long.
Yeah, nice job right there, Porter, coming up with a big-time sack. And all of a sudden, it's 2nd and 13, and this defense is feeling it.
Well, there goes that offsides. It'll be 2nd down. Scars Porter now. They hand it up the middle, and I'm not even going to dignify that with a call. It'll be 3rd down and 13, and the 2-minute warning will happen. 2 minutes. It's Canton 10, San Diego 10 at the 2-minute warning.
This has been a great game so far, hasn't it, Chris? I mean, just everything we'd hoped that it would be. Both teams fighting to either remain or get to the top of their division. And right now they're playing really their hearts out. It's been great to watch.
That has been. It's going to be 3rd down and 13 for San Diego. 2 minutes to go. Scarb unloads. Tipped and incomplete. I'll tell you what, that might have saved a touchdown. That might have saved a touchdown because B. Robo was going all the way, but Connor Darien tipped it.
Yeah, looking that way. Nice job by Darien. Man, got his hand up, and if he hadn't have, I think he was going to the house for 6. I mean, take a look at that. He had him beat. He had a full step ahead of him.
Hit him right in the face. But you know what? If it's tipped, you have no time to react. It'll be 4th down and 13. You know, I see that other game. 31-31. One of these days, I'm going to get one of those. Those are great. But I do like defensive battles, and this is very big. But I told everybody in the chat, bet under. The over-under is 48.5. In the first 10 seconds, we can tell them, oh, my God, that was a clothesline. That was a 1970s clothesline. And it'll be a 1st down.
We've had a couple hits out here that's kind of reminiscent of pro wrestling, and it's been a hard-hitting game. I mean, these teams, they're feeling it right now, and that's just going to make for a little more of an adrenaline-infused game as we go on.
All right, well, it's going to be, is this still text? I can't see the numbers, and they go up to, oh my goodness, a tornado. He's just like a tornado, and he runs Robert Johnson. Oh, Cameron Curtis done. Oh, he's got to go to Dr. Feelgood after that. I mean, that doctor with the white bag that everybody wants in.
Fractured leg. Man, you just hate to see that, especially after the game that Curtis was having there. And now it's up to Griggs here to see what he can put together, what this team can do.
Oh, well, we'll see this. Griggs will throw it over to the left side. And I don't know. We got flips. We got penalties. We got everything going on. And it looks like we got 11 yellow crayons, you know, when the other colors mesh into them when you're a kid and you open the box. And there's going to be a personal foul. And he is, it's a late hit. And the Mavericks are going to accept. Oh, my goodness. They call a late hit on that one. Let's see this.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay here.
He tried to hit him right in the rear end with the crown of his helmet. Right in the tailbone. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if that guy can walk. Oh, wow. Wow, my goodness. Can you imagine? You need one of those big pillows the next time you need to use the restroom. That's going to be 3rd and 21. You were talking about dirty. That's getting all dirty there. And this thing ain't going anywhere. That's like a broken pinball machine, that ball. It'll be 4th down.
You know, it's it's going to be interesting. I know that Canton's going to have to go back to the drawing board right here. The passing game is not working at all right now. The passes have certainly been off target. Hopefully, that's something that after the nerves will kind of work itself out. Griggs could get a little bit more settled in. I think you're going to have to rely on that run game.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good. There's going to be a fair catch there. I can hear Cameron Irvin in the background talking in the other game about our injury here. You know, I'm sad. I'm really sad. It's like a broken leg, what it said. I really am sad. I wish it were something cool, like a weird rash. I wish he would say he's out for the game because it was a weird rash, or he can't stop scratching or something. But we got first down for Scar Patterson, and it'll be first down and 10. He's on his own 44. Now they have 3 timeouts, and they're going to go up the middle and cross midfield, and they're going to hurry this up. They're going to hurry at 55, 54, 53. They got to hurry it up. It's that banana formation again up the middle. They can't get a thing. They're hurrying up. Usually offensive lines can't block when this happens. They're just too gassed out, and they hand it up the middle and a first down, and they just keep going. They have 3 timeouts. They can use timeouts. I'm not sure whether people know it or whether there's up the middle. I've never seen this before. It's handoff, hurry up, handoff, hurry up, handoff. It's like a high school game of single-A football. And again up the middle, I guess they're still going. They got 3 timeouts, They can rest. I wish I had a break to let you say something. They're still handing off. And it's 4th and they finally use a timeout, San Diego. And they had 2 timeouts, I understand that. But my goodness, that's like 1930s hurry-up offense.
You know, that was kind of speechless on that, to be honest with you, Chris. I really didn't have much to say at all after seeing those consecutive run plays there. I guess the plan was just to try to get into a little better field goal range without risking having to push the ball down the field. And here we go for the kick.
I don't know if anybody watches rugby league, but that looked like rugby league. It is short. It is short with 2 seconds to go. And I'll tell you what, he's over like he's got something in his stomach. Watch his reaction when it is short. I'll tell you what, all those in a row, my goodness.
You know, he just about had that too. It wouldn't have taken many more yards to have put that right there in Prince's range. I would have loved to have seen them go to, at least in that hurry up, try a pass or something. But nevertheless, they went run the whole way. And now look at this formation from Canton.
Well, here we go. They're just going to, oh my goodness, a kung fu move, jiu-jitsu, you name the martial art. And a sack there by Caudell. It's over. Well, guess what, fans? It's 10-10. The total scoring is 20, and I would be surprised if it goes over 23 in this game. It is 10-10 at the half. What are you seeing, Cameron?
You know, I'm seeing really a game that kind of got flipped on its lid, didn't it? We come out, with San Diego starting fast out of the gate. After that, it's been a lot of methodical drives. We've had the injury from Cameron Curtis. Tex Griggs having to come in now for Canton and try to lead this team. A lot of surprises in this game thus far. But now, if you're Canton, you're going to want this defense to try to win this game for you. And if you're San Diego, keep that high-powering offense on the field as long as you can.
Yeah, I thought they were going to do like some of the other teams and come out in another jersey, but they don't. So this is incredible. You're talking about a surprise game. I'm thinking if they get a first down, Canton does. That'll be a surprise. You got to score. There are no ties in this league. None. So that means that they got to, I'm saying maybe 12-10. They win on a safety. Canton out of the backfield. And a good move, and there he goes, up to about the 42-yard line. And that is Nakai again. That guy is a great game.
Well, that's what we were looking for them that they kind of went away from. Look at that wonderful spin move right there. Nakai is known for getting out, like I said earlier, in the open field, hard to bring down, but he just accelerates. And I expect to see them go back more to that in this second half.
Well, I can say that this game here is spanning 2 days because it's over midnight here in Islamabad. It'll be back to throw his Scar. He's going deep and it is caught. It might have hit the ground. We're going to have to see if they're going to challenge this. And it's B. Robo, who I've always called his name. Let's see if it hits the ground.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay. A really nice throw right here. I feel like that was just some blown coverage by Canton, and that looks to me like he brought that one in pretty clean.
Okay, they're going to call it clean. I trust them. It'll be a first down. Hardest job in the world is to be an official. It really is. First down, Scar. Wow, he just stayed in there, and he threw it out, and my goodness, that was big. That was really nice. It's Eagle Mondavi. Good job, Eagle. He's in Montreal right now. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It was a really nice job. It was just like you said there. Robo coming up as a big-time playmaker in this game so far today. I expect to see him get more targets in the second half.
So it'll be 2nd down. It'll be short. It'll be 3rd and 2 now. And, Scar Patterson, actually today's 9 of 13 for 107. He has a rating of 94.1. Good, there it is. And there we go. I'm just having, hey, I've had days like that. And there's the other guy, too, but the other guy has some weird sort of fungus, so he's out for the game. 3rd and 2. Patterson through the middle and dropped right there. It'll be 4th down. What a nice play by Bob Funk.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a great play by Bob. They're 6'4", 220. He is in his 6th year, his 2nd with Canton, and coming up big on that play. I mean, just a great job of really ending their drive. The defense had a bend but don't break mentality, and we're going to see if they can get a field goal out of this here.
All right, well, now, remember, he was short last time, but this is shorter, 37 yards. And this one will be up. It'll be over, and this one is good. San Diego has a 13-10 lead, and quite frankly, I got to read this real quick. Sunday night, the focus of the SFL slate shifts west, where once again the Las Vegas Fury and the Arizona Scorpions are in a battle at the top of the West Division standings. And the Fury stop Arizona's unbeaten run. Kickoff is at 9:15 Eastern Time, which is 7:15 a.m. Pakistani time, with action around the league beginning in Detroit at 6:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 a.m. Pakistan time. SFL action tomorrow night, only with SFL YouTube. Well, I missed that kickoff. What happened there?
Just a pretty standard return right there. Not much yardage on that, my friend. Instead, it's going to be 1st and 10 out to the 26 where they're going to set up. Let's see what Tex can do. I think you need to rely on Robert Johnson here.
Well, here we go. It's going to be 1st down and 10. And back to throw. Looking and over to the side. A nice catch. Oh my goodness. What a hit. That was a nice catch by Jack Wall. And Jack made him feel it.
Sure did. He hit the truck stick on that one, didn't he? As we said, this has been a game of big-time hits so far, and I particularly have to say, if you're a football fan, that's what you love, whether it's simulation or some other league. You just want to see good contact football, and I tell you what, we've got it right here in the SFL.
Yeah, I do. I mean, my goodness, that Pinto had some wheels. It'll be 2nd and 4. Over the middle, nice touch, and what a catch and a 1st down. My goodness, this guy, he might be picked up. Jack Wall again. Incredible.
Incredible indeed, and an even better play route, honestly. I mean, just a great job of designing that play with the little cut inside there at the last minute. And let's give some credit to Tex Griggs there, making a big time completion. That's only going to make him more comfortable. That's going to get him more into the groove of things, and hopefully we'll see some good things out of him.
Well, they're the school buses in yellow. They're the snow plows right there. Through the middle, and it's tipped and incomplete, almost. Almost, and there was a tipped around. And I'll tell you right now, Mike Twinscrew, he was targeted his 4th time, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a very good, I know it didn't really pan out like they had hoped for, but that was a pretty good play design right there. That probably should have been a reception. I've seen a couple of plays that they have done that really could have went for some big gains, but keep that in the back pocket and maybe go back to it later.
Well, Tex, he's got to be careful there. And, Robert Johnson with the catch, that was almost a lateral. It really did. I know he's a backup, but the same rules apply. It's 3rd and 10.
Yep, 3rd and 10. We've talked about it all game on that situation right there. Don't get yourself into long yardage situations, and now they've got a backup quarterback in here. Let's see if they can make something happen.
He just got trucked by the entire parking lot of the bus route. I'm just going to call them the bus route, the defensive line. All 3 of them came in and made that happen.
There may not have been anybody downfield, good coverage deep right there by San Diego, but, eventually you just kind of have to get rid of that football. I know he wanted to hold on, and that's probably just a second-string mistake. Sometimes when you're getting comfortable in a big-time game, that happens. But remember, you can, throw away the football and live to play another day. I know it's 4th down, but that might be something they want to work on.
All right, there's going to be the kick. It's going to be high and deep. And, he's going to return this. Well, he deserved that. I'm sorry, I don't like to see people get hurt, but sometimes the stupidity needs to be weeded out. And that guy's wearing his number, rookie, on the back. But anyway, sometimes that's got to be weeded out, and it's going to be 1st down. And now, here's Scar. Now, I like Scar. Look at that single bar. And it's going to be split backs, but wide, opening up the defensive line. Back to throw, Scar to the outside, and he just tripped and fell, but he got a nice gain of 5. 2nd down, that's B. Robo.
It's going to be interesting to see if San Diego can put some distance between themselves and Canton on this drive. Obviously, Canton's defense has done a fantastic job of limiting San Diego to field goals. But with your offense not really able to produce, that's going to leave Canton's defense out on the field a lot longer. They may start to get a little bit gassed.
Well, that's a hit, and the second one I'm going to see. Now, he was hit way back there. And yes, we know Bernstein with the hit, but here's the thing. They gave him all the way that amount of progress. I don't know about that.
Yeah, a little bit surprised on the marking on that one. Nevertheless, it's 3rd down and 6.
Up the middle, and it's going to be no good. They're going to kick it away. It almost seems like they are playing very close to the vest. They know they got a backup quarterback. They say, I don't want to turn this over. It's almost like they are just saying, we're basically going to take a knee because we know you're not going to score.
Well, it was a nice job right there by the Canton defense. They done a really good job. I talked about how if they don't get off the field quick, they can start to get gassed. Well, that's how you do it. Just come in, just stop them in their tracks. And that was a very short drive by San Diego. Now Canton's going to get the ball back with some good field position.
Al Dillapre Sr. with the return there. And it'll be a 1st down for Canton as we take a look here. Start of the 2nd half. Okay, I'm making sure I don't have anything else to read. It'll be 1st down and 10. It's 13-10 San Diego. Here's Canton nearing midfield. It might be 4 down. Playing a 4-3, believe it or not. Here's Tex. Tex outside, and a nice catch there. No, they're saying no good. It's 2nd and 10.
I like the play call, though. I really did. I thought that was better. I thought that showed good maturity and accuracy there. And you're going to see a challenge flag. Tex Grigg did a nice job there of not taking that sack there and trying to make something of it. But let's see what happens here on the challenge, Chris.
Well, let's see. I always like these challenges. Let's see. Oh, Mike Twinscrew, he's involved in the play and coaching. One, nope, no good. So the referee will come out and he will say something. Oh, look at, wait a second, they say overturn. What is the rule in this league? What is the rule for catching? Is it 2 or 1? 1 foot possession, thank you very much. The studio, 1 foot in possession, so it was 1 foot. That was a good replay, and that was a good challenge. So it is a 1 foot possession. It'll be 2nd and 3 now after Tex completed that 7-yard to Twinscrew. Johnson up the middle, and he pulls down to the 40-yard line. You know what? Cameron, they are snow plows right now. They look like snow plows.
They're doing a great job. They really are. Let's give credit to this offensive line who has made some good holes. And then Robert Johnson with just, he will not be denied. And he's one of those guys that you hit him one time, he bounces right off of you, he keeps going. It usually takes 1 or 2 to bring him down. You can see there 56 yards. He's already got a touchdown. They're really starting to get him moving. He is going to be an important element in the second half of this game.
The snow plows versus the school buses. And it's going to be away and incomplete. Is this 4-down territory? Thing about it, I'm going to ask you this because right now Canton is in a position they're not used to being in.
I'm going to say no, and I will tell you why, because of the situation with Grigg there being out, kind of getting some early snaps in. I really feel like they would benefit by pinning San Diego deep. I don't think you want to have the opportunity to give them a short field.
It'll be 2nd and 10. They give to Johnson on the near side, and he's down to the 35. A gain of 4. Johnson is a workhorse today. 15 carries, 69 yards. Of course, I had to announce that'll be 3rd and 6.
And that's going to help. That's going to be beneficial. It's going to make this a much more manageable 3rd down, a little bit more in their wheelhouse.
They give it again to Johnson on the trap. He's up. He spun away from nobody. Maybe his imaginary friend was going to hit him, but he got by everybody and just spun, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, from what I could tell there, it was just simply kind of a matter of getting jostled around a little bit and not being able to get his bearings about him. He did have some room to run right there, and we're going to get a field goal attempt here.
51 yards. This will be 51. Remember, San Diego was short on theirs. And this one is high. It is over, and it is good. They say 50. But I'm going to call it 51 just because I'm bullheaded like that. And it is 13-13.
Great job of Rob Ems there. And look at that. Even had a little bit extra on that field goal kick. He could have probably made that from about 53, 54 yards the way that was sailing. But a nice job. And we, again, continue to have us a great football game here.
I'll tell you what, both these teams, this is a slugfest. And we all know about Canton being number 28 and dead last. They only had 61 points in the entire. Oh, they could do that. That was a nice return there by San Diego's Dave Axis, and he's not going to get yelled at by his coach. And well, he's on the wrong sideline. He's, I guess, yelling at the ball boy. It'll be 1st down.
So here we go. It's 1st and 10 there on the San Diego 28-yard line. And, you know, it's so interesting to see what these guys are going to come out with here. I'm really interested to see how they respond in this tie game situation. Oh, there's some movement.
So it's going to be a throw, and the question is, you saw it better than me. Scar Patterson threw it. Let's see if it's going to count.
Neutral zone infraction.
Yes, it will. It'll count. So they're going to accept the penalty, though. And that was against Porter, and yeah, there's some booing going on, but I don't know why. It was obvious. It'll be a first down for San Diego. 1st and 5. There's Scar Patterson. Scar Patterson has another scar. And it'll be 1st down and 5. About 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd. They hand it off. Nakai. And Nakai will get 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 1.
So here we go. We got 2nd down and 1. Obviously, I think you probably want to give it to Nakai here. I think that Nakai is primed for a big run if they continue to feed him the football. I just really do. We've seen early bouts of that in the game where he can certainly get out and make some big-time plays. I expect it again.
Oh, Nakai gets nailed in the backfield, and all the school buses are benched. It'll be 3rd down, and that did not help. But he only loses 1. It looked like he lost a lot more.
That was Porter coming in on that play, among some others that got in the backfield there and certainly stopped him. Listen to this crowd. They're on their feet. They know what this means, tie ball game, and you're in a 3rd down situation trying to root the home team on here.
And after that generic analysis, it's knocked down, and it's 4th down.
Yep, that was
a 4th down. I loved it, though. No, I loved it. It's like when you go to a baseball game and you sing, "Take me out to the ball game," and then at the very end you go, "Root, root, root for the home team." And you just paid hundreds of dollars to get in a stadium, and you say, "Root, root, root for the home team, generic team." I'm like, wait a second. So anyway, here's going to be the punt, a low snap, and they'll kick it deep. And Canton will fair catch it at about the 31-yard line. All right, we got one of the most beautiful things you'll hear. It's not Mozart. It's not Bach. It's Cameron Irvine. Go ahead.
Thank you, Chris. Robert Merrill, elite on this day down the stretch for London. Watch this spin move all the way to the other side of the field for the score untouched. London's going to get to 2 and 3 and put the pressure on Canton to continue to lead the North. Back to you guys.
And we're tied here. Here's Tex over the middle, and that's going to be close to a 1st down. They're not going to give it to him. And our player of the day, Jack Wall, his 6th reception.
Yeah, Jack Wall coming up as a MVP right now for Canton and has been so reliable, bringing in those passes, not many, drops. And again, 2nd down and short, that's going to be big for this team.
Johnson, he breaks it using his leg power. And to anybody who's not going to say they are snowplows, they earned their name. It'll be 1st down.
Well, what about that? He just was not going to be denied. I mean, it looked like he was stopped in the backfield, kept the legs churning, and, of course, in the end there, coming up with the conversion to make it 1st down.
It'll be 1st down at their own 42. A minute to go here, Canton. Tex will throw, and that's going to be a 1st down. He's looking like an all-pro. He really is. And Mike Twinscrew with his 3rd reception of the day.
Yeah, Twinscrew, 6'3", 205 pounds, his 2nd season with the team, and he's really starting to fit in here. And as you can see, coming up in some big-time plays today.
Well, here they go, a very big power eye. They do have a receiver to the near side, deep throw, and they don't, and it's intercepted. He's got blockers, he could go, and he just got his kidney out the other side of his spinal cord. As that was an interception. Okay, he's getting up, and that was big by Zach Holdorf. Wow, we've called his name today his 2nd pick.
We sure have. He has had the number over there on that side of the field all game long. He has done a fantastic job of defending and being there, keeping the play alive. Because, again, you've seen that pass looked like it was a little outstretched there for the receiver, and that caused the live ball. Great concentration by San Diego there to come up with the big pick.
Suda Nakai, yeah, they showed him, and I'll tell you, he's oh, my God, oh, my. Okay, you read the obituary. Go ahead, start. Go ahead, read his obituary.
It's going to be a short story, I tell you right there, because it was as short as that play. There wasn't a lot that was able to develop right there, except he just got leveled.
Oh, oh my God. You're cruel if you run another play. I'm calling that right. Oh, okay, they're cruel. Scars. And what a catch, though. That was a very nice catch, believe it or not. And, you know, when Dave Axis, who's not getting yelled at his coach right now by his coach, that was a heck of a catch. Third down and short coming up. It's the end of 3, and we're tied at 13. We'll be back.
Oh, it's been such a good game so far, Chris, though, hadn't it? As we take a look at it heading into our fourth quarter here, all tied up at 13, and a defensive struggle that, like I said, I personally didn't expect it. What about you, Chris? Did you expect this? I expected a more high-flying game.
Especially after the first 2 possessions, but after this kind of thing, you kind of expected a little. I'll tell you what I didn't expect was Canton. They gave him a first down, and it worked, and they earned it, but they're going to get the penalty, and it'll be a first down San Diego. I am very surprised at how well Tex has been as a backup quarterback. They're not relying on the run.
No, they really certainly have not. No, I would agree. And as you can hear the displeasure there of Canton as that one goes against them, they've got a little bit antsy here these last couple of defensive series, haven't they? I mean, it seems like we saw them come across a time or two.
That is, and here's Scar Patterson, 11-17 for 120. No touchdowns, no interceptions, 85-4 rating. They go outside, and there's going to be a catch. And a nice one, and that'll be Igor Mondavi. And as I said before, he's in Montreal now, 2nd and 6.
You know, this is a game that's moved really quick because we haven't seen a lot of out of bounds or a lot of clock stoppage. And so I can kind of expect this fourth quarter to move pretty quick as well. Each drive counts. Obviously, each yard counts. I mean, who knows when you may get the ball again.
Oh, you jinxed it. You jinxed it, buddy, because, hey, I know that's a fullback run. They got nothing, but you're forgetting one important thing. You're talking about a quick flow of the game, but this isn't pre-1996 college football. They can't end in ties, and if nobody's running, nobody's doing anything, well, you might be here for a while. It'll be 3rd down and 8. And Scar Patterson, 12 of 18 now. 3-step drop to the near side, and he's short. He's short of the first down. There's nothing P. Robo could have done. Great tackling there. It's 4th and 2.
Yeah, 4th and 2. I have to say that earlier in the season there, I was part of a 2 overtime game, so I know what can happen there and sometimes how these games can get drawn out when it's a defensive series like this. And it's been just all defense this second half of the game, and we'll be kind of looking to see which team can come up with the next play. I have to say, great punt right there, right? It's going to make it hard for them. And they're going to call that a touchback. I apologize. I thought he fielded that outside of the end zone. My bad.
All right, really quickly, this is our promotion play right now. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your project, visit apmmusic.com. There are 2 M's in there. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, APM Music. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I love it. You love it. We all love it. Tex to the near side. And that's going to be caught, and he tried to do a spin move, but no, it's going to be 3rd down. That was Kane Hunter, his first catch.
Yeah, Kane was trying to go in with the spin move, and it just didn't happen. He was trying his best to try to time that out to get around the defender, but the defender just read that like a book. 3rd and 8 here.
It'll be 3rd down and 8. I see that other game. I get jealous. They go over the middle, and he's short. Short by a yard, and it'll be 4th down. I mean, we're getting the statistics. Jack Wallace, 8th catch, but it's 4th down.
He is getting some good numbers there. Unfortunately, though, not really able to convert that into scoring drives at the moment. Again, 4th and 1, they will have to punt. It's interesting to me, just a conversation to kind of entertain, just a thought to entertain in your mind here. How different could this game look if Curtis had stayed in at quarterback? They were really finding a chemistry there.
And this one, what's some good moves. That was some good moves. Like, seriously, for San Diego, Dave Axis with some really good moves there. But, yeah, I agree. Now with 7:16 to go, you know, a lot of things come into play. You want to, usually in a tied game, the team who runs the best wins. And, you know, it's all about not making mistakes and stuff like that, but it'll be 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Canton. Here comes Patterson to the near side. Oh, he dropped it. There is nothing that I can say to make B-Robo look good on that one. Nothing I can. I like the guy, awesome guy, but take over. Try and make him look good.
You know, I just really can't. I mean, it unfortunately was just a clear drop. Maybe he was looking ahead. You know, maybe he felt a defender in the presence there. But, yeah, he just took his eyes off the ball, kind of concentration there, and just that one fell to the ground, unfortunately. That could have been a big play.
Oh, that's going to be about a gain of 4. And that's out of the backfield to Nakai. It'll be 3rd and 6 on a screen pass, but I see teams, you know what? It might be the team that opens up the most wins.
That's what it's going to have to be, Chris. I will agree with you 110% on that. Somebody's going to have to take a shot downfield. They're just going to have to, because right now nobody's really moving at all.
Patterson is going to be a little short. And it might come down to a team that wants to, on 4th down, they might want to go for it.
I would agree 100%, because that seems to me like that's what it's going to have to take. Instead, of course, we're just going to see a punt. Right now we're in a very interesting pattern here of just a couple of 3rd and shorts, 4th and shorts there that nobody can convert, and we're kind of ping-ponging right now.
I got one notice, and that's going to be a return here. I got one thing to say really quickly. Hey! Don't leave the stream without joining our Discord server. There's so much more to do in the SFL than being a player. Going to check out content for teams and about the league created by the community. Participate in pick'em games. Play SFL fantasy football and test your skills in a survivor pool. To join our server, visit simulationfl.net and click on the Discord icon on the menu. And what a catch there, the SFL community, 2,000 strong. We will see you there. Well, that was out of the backfield, and it'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, the deep game is completely gone from both of these teams right now. They just haven't been able to come up with anything downfield, and so we're kind of relegated to, 5 yards, 6 yards here, 4 yards here, kind of dink and dunks. But we need to see someone try to take a stab downfield.
It'll be 2nd and 5 for the snowplow. And they just push the buses out of the way, and it'll be 3rd down and 1. And again, Robert Johnson, that's his 19th carry. If it goes into overtime, you might see the guy fumble.
I know that both of these teams right now, they really gave it their all this entire game. A pretty mistake-free game as far as fumbles go. Just like you mentioned, we haven't seen much of that. We saw some interceptions. These backs, though, have been real sturdy with the football.
And that's a 1st down for Robert Johnson. The clock is down to 5 minutes, so any ball that goes out of bounds at 5 minutes or done is that will kill the clock until the snap. So we're under 5 minutes. That's very important to know. First down and 10. Here's Tex. Tex over the, oh my goodness. All right, you get another chance. Go ahead, make him look good.
I don't know. Again, I tell you, I'm in a corner there when it comes to that because both of those plays, ironically, the receiver had room to run, and they just dropped it. When you are in a defensive struggle like that, it is heartbreaking to see those missed opportunities right in front of you and how they could maybe make a difference.
Oh my God, yeah, it's heartbreaking here. Tex again, the throws to the outside. And it looks like that's going to be a catch there. Tex Grigg, 85 yards already. And that catch is by Kendra Wells, the fifth. Catch there for 32 yards, third down.
Kendra was just a little bit quiet there during the third quarter. We didn't hear her name being called too much, but now it's good to see her kind of getting back in the game plan here. Maybe keep a look. That could be something that the Canton could exploit.
Third down and 2 with under 5 minutes to go here in a tied game. Tex, and his knees went in a third direction that hasn't been discovered by science yet on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
That again, we're back to a fourth and short, just like you mentioned, Chris, and that's as close as we've been able to get really in these drives. They've come up short, both teams, San Diego and Canton, stopping short on 4th and 2, 4th and 3 the last couple of series. And let's see what San Diego might can do here.
Oh my! And I thought that might have got something there in Axis with an all-right return considering everything, but my goodness, that punt, I thought it was going to be a block, and that would have been it. But it'll be first down. What do you do if you're San Diego?
Well, I believe that you certainly have to keep a nice mix of run pass here. You don't want to abandon the run, but I think you need to start kind of filling downfield. You do have, until they come into this game, it was 37 points per game was the average there. So they can make it happen. They're going to have to do exactly this. Well, not exactly this.
Well, that one goes incomplete, and it'll be second down. Scar Patterson today, 15 of 23 for 139 yards. Connor Darien, what a tip here, as you can see it going in the air.
Yeah, you could see that he read that all the way. Just the motion, the way that he come off the snap there, he knew exactly where he needed to go to come up with the big deflection, and that was a great job right there by Bob Funks.
Third down, a second down and 10. Sorry about that. Second and 10 for San Diego. Scar flicks it, and that's going to be a first down. And I'm thinking that they might use clock on this because that's going to be Adam Williams with the catch, but you want the clock to run.
Yeah, you do, and one way to do that is you keep the ball in the middle of the field, and that was a really good reception right there. That puts them close to midfield. Right now, I think you need to start looking, of course, for the first down, but now start thinking field goal here and just see where you can get your field goal kicker to.
Patterson and Nakai only gets 3. That 3 yards, that's like the offense is like, all right, 3 yards. And the defense is like, all right, 3 yards, 3 yards. It's a one play in football where everybody's happy.
It's also in a game like this, they're happy to just get some kind of movement.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, after taco night, I get a lot of movement too. There's Patterson to the outside, and he's got Nakai in the spin move. And it'll be third down and about 6 now. Nakai is just doing too much.
Well, they really need, in my honest opinion, to go deeper than that if they can. I mean, they need to look farther down the field. I don't think that this play decision has really helped up to this point, and I don't know if it's going to be able to make them convert here on third down either.
They got to go deeper. He's got to be existential for this, and it is Dropped, and the ball comes out at the end. I needed to see whether Eagle Mondavi came up with it. It was tipped, and then it went into a bunch and a gaggle of people. It looked like a box of Crayola yellow crayons, and he couldn't get it. It's 4th down.
That was an interesting play call. It seemed to me like that was just should have easily been intercepted as an actual reception. But nevertheless, here we go again, back to the punting unit. A big block here would be a game changer. It might be something that could turn this thing around.
And there's going to be the kick. It's going to be down and deep and caught. And, a nice hit up to the 20-yard line. I sort of wonder that is Al Dillapre Sr. with the Canton Classics. I love it when Cameron does his station break and just dangles those. Hey, here's a 78-76 game right in front of our face. Hey, back to you guys. I feel like I'm walking back into a cell and the door just goes clank at the very end, and that's my free time right there. It'll be 1st down for Canton. And at their own 20-yard line. Back to throw, Tex to the outside, and he tiptoes in, and that'll be a nice catch by Bob Long. 2nd and 7.
If Canton can come up with a drive here, something that they can sustain, this is crucial for them. There's 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in this game. All that you would have to do, and I say all like it's an easy task, but really they can control this clock. If they can get things moving, they could potentially not even have to worry about giving this ball back over to San Diego if they can play their cards right.
That's a good point, and they're going to throw to the middle and almost intercepted. They almost didn't give it back to San Diego. They would have ran that thing back. They would have just got it off the kickoff. It would have been, it's now 3rd and 7.
Indeed, 3rd and 7. Now, again, nowhere that you could really even consider going for it. I mean, they're at Canton's 23-yard line. So unless they come up with it here, they're probably going to have to go back to the punting unit.
3rd down now. It's 3rd down and 7. 2.5 to go. Tex. Oh, what a catch, and he holds on, and that's a 1st down. There's no way. I don't have x-ray, but yeah, I do. That's number 87 with the catch. That's Mike Twin Screw. And Twin Screw again, he gets 2 in a row and a 1st down. He's doing some weird arm motion, but it's going to be a 1st down. I think they're just going to let it go down.
It looks that way. That was interesting. I think they kind of tried something right there, didn't they, Chris? They wanted to see if maybe something this kind of hurry up could work for them, and it seems to. You might see them go back to it here.
2 minutes to go in the game. Maybe it's tied up. Oh, they're going to break the huddle here. It's 13-13, both teams with 3 timeouts. Here in the 4th quarter, 2 minutes to go. I told you the over-under. What did I tell everybody? I tell people how to get rich and listen to me brother stuff. And that's going to be a catch. You're going to let the clock run. That's going to be right now Canton Bob Lung, the single bar face mask, 2nd and 6.
And they're right at midfield. You got to start looking for field goal range. You need to at least take a shot. Who knows? We may not even see the end zone again today. This could come down to a field goal.
And right now, that was a decapitation and a timeout by Canton. So Canton has a timeout. Was that a Canton timeout? Yes, it was.
Yep, it was. Yes, sir.
So what do you do here?
Well, you got to pass, in my opinion. I'm so shocked that they decided to run that, knowing how many yards that they need to pick up.
It is 3rd and 7. This could be the last chance for Canton if they have to give the ball up. X the backup quarterback, and it's a 1st down to the 40-yard line, and a nice catch by Al Dillapre Sr. And Al Dillapre, that is his 2nd catch of the day.
6'3", 225 pounds. Yeah, yes, sir. 6'3", 225 pounds. There's Dillapre, and making his presence known. Sorry about that, Chris.
Oh, that's all right. It's all right. It goes to the near side. Johnson breaks one. And let's see if the clock will run. It will not run. It'll be 2nd and 2. That's going to be Robert Johnson with the reception.
Well, here they are. They're finally moving the ball. They're down to the San Diego 32-yard line. You know, we've saw some field goal kicks from right about this vantage point today. Obviously, you don't want this drive to stall out. You want to keep moving this thing down the field. A nice mix that they're going right here. I like the passing options they've came up with.
Well, right now, you got to start thinking about timeouts on either side. Tex, and he hits him in the back, and the referee just got hit. The referee just his feet went over his head. That was one of the hardest hits I've seen all day. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, the poor guy wasn't even protected. No pads, no helmet. What a trooper getting up after that, checking that one off.
It'll be 3rd down and 2. I wonder right now if they're going to run it up the middle. It's screaming run up the middle. Everybody is screaming. They're not going to do it. They're going to throw to the outside, and what a catch, and a 1st down. My goodness for Canton. That is Jack Wall, his 8th reception. And it'll be a 1st down, and now they can really control the clock.
They really can. Now you are under a minute to go. You have 4 fresh downs. Just protect the ball right here, and don't do anything that we wouldn't do.
Well, they're not going to listen to you. They're like a 3rd grader that get told don't run to lunch, and they run anyway. And that's a 1st down. And a timeout for San Diego. San Diego will call a timeout. And Jack Wall with his 9th reception. Unbelievable.
I tell you what, they really, you don't get much more down to the wire than this, do you? I mean, they waited till the very last minute to kick things into gear here. But Canton now finally moving this ball. Jack Wall got to be a candidate for MVP today.
And right up the middle, and that's going to be another timeout for San Diego. They could run this down to nothing, and that's it. Really, they could.
They could. They're getting there.
To go. Give it to Robert Johnson.
I think that right now you really do want to continue to feature your halfback, in my personal opinion. You're on the verge right here of burning that last timeout if you're San Diego. So you need to come up with, a big stop, a big play right here.
Johnson got clotheslined again, and you thought there'd be a turnbuckle there with ropes going in a squared sort of thing. But right now, a timeout, San Diego. 40 for the play clock, right? I mean, they could run this thing down to the time all the way to the last play.
I feel like Canton may be just setting up to be conservative here and get that field goal, but this formation might tell me otherwise.
They go and they put it on the right hash. And that's going to be Robert Johnson with his 24th carry. And now they're going to try and win this game.
That's exactly right, Chris. That's what they're going to do. I mean, you can see that the play clock and the game clock completely aligned. So they're going to run this down just as far as they can. Man, you talk about pressure right here, Chris. Rob Ems on the field goal try. Take it away, my friend. Call this one home.
Well, I mean, this is not the longest. It's only going to be 25 yards. 25 yards. This is it. And, that's going to be Canton calling a timeout to freeze their own kicker. How about that? Okay, they're going to freeze their own kicker. Mike Twinscrew is like, why'd I do that? Actually, I don't want to say, I don't want to repeat that word. I don't want to repeat that one. All right, but anyways, we got 3 seconds to go. They're going to line up. It's either Canton wins or we keep on playing. Canton wins or we keep on playing from 25 yards. And to give Canton a victory, here it is, 13-13, the last play of the game, the high step, it is up and it is good, and the time runs out. And Canton has won. They've hit their average number of points. They were averaging 15 point a little bit of change, and they absolutely have hit that today. A 16-13 win as the Classics beat the Mavericks on the final play of the game off of a field goal on a drive by their backup quarterback. That's incredible, isn't it? The backup quarterback with the drive.
Yeah, let's give some credit absolutely to Tex Grieg, who came in coming up with a big-time play right there. We were concerned early on when he came on about the ability to move the football. It took a little while. They did get it together, but I have to tell you, they come up with a big play offensively, but this entire Canton defense, I can't say enough about them because, once again, we said Canton can put up about 15 to 16 points a game. They stayed right there in that wheelhouse, just as you mentioned. But what did we say that Canton's defense had to do? Slow down San Diego. That's exactly what they did in really a masterful way. When you take a team that scored, 37-ish points per game coming into today's game and relegate them to 13, all around, that's who I would give my MVP to, would be this Canton defense. Just a phenomenal job, Chris, and really a great defensive display today. A fantastic game, a hard-hitting game. It came down to the very end of it. And, of course, this Canton offense coming up big when it mattered.
Well, we told you it was opposite day. The team that was 7.5-point underdogs wins. The team that lost the turnover battle 3-0 wins. And the team with the backup quarterback wins. And that is crazy. It is opposite day. As the MVP of this game, Robert Johnson, 24 rushes, 86 yards. He had a touchdown. He had a couple receptions that were pretty good, as he gets the player of the game. Oh, Cameron, it was wonderful doing the game with you. I hope we get to do more games. It was really good. I love doing games here, and I love the announcers and the people here. Do you have anything left to say?
Just want to say thanks again for the opportunity. Thanks for each and everyone who worked. It was great working with you, Chris, and thanks to our stats crew, of course, Cameron Irvine. Just a great day. It was a pleasure, my friend. I cannot wait to do it again.
I can't wait to do it again either. So signing off, this is Chris Slovic, Cameron Duty. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time.